Hello everyone, welcome to our lesson on language structures and conventions. We're looking at common errors that I have taken out of students' writing. And this is the first error, and I'm finding a hang of a lot of it. My mum was making me a sandwich and she was busy slicing the bread. Now there's nothing wrong with that sentence. It's correct, it has a subject, it has a finite verb, but I actually think it's too wordy. You could write that whole thing much more neatly and succinctly. So let's start by getting rid of and. Students use and too much and they don't use any other kinds of conjunctions. So what could you say here? My mum, let's go to was busy slicing the bread, and then we could just say something like for my sandwich. So we'd add in my and put sandwich there. Do you see, it just becomes so much tighter. If you have an essay where lots and lots of words are wasted, the reader starts to get bored because you never seem to get to the point. Let's try another one. It provides you with survival skills on how to survive. This is so much more obvious, isn't it? But why is the student doing this? It provides you with survival skills. I don't understand why students feel that having said it once, they have to say it again. I was reading a grade 10 essay yesterday that said, the soliloquy shows what the person is thinking, and then put in brackets his thoughts. It's so unnecessary. Let's try a task. You know exactly what you have to do. You have to read the following and see why there are far too many words being used. Here's the first one. Our family are uniting together. Which is the word that is completely unnecessary? It is together. If you unite, you are together. Why put in the word together? And then I just love this one. The student informed me that somebody was hoping to slim or lose some weight. Again, isn't that the same thing? So decide which one you want. Get rid of the unnecessary words. Tighten your writing. In our school, we say compose, which means create, write, precise, which means accurate, prose. And prose is writing. Anything that isn't poetry is prose. So our students get CPP all over their work. Compose, precise, prose. You are using too many words. And part of this error is stating things that everybody knows. And here's an example of that. We, as human beings, da-di-da-di-da, you don't need that. Either go, we all know whatever, and go on to what we know as human beings, or say, human beings know. But it's that repetition that makes the reader irritated and bad-tempered. Let's look at one more example. What do you make of this? Again, I copied it straight out of a grade 12 essay. Everything in life is a choice. Okay, fair enough. You need to be strong in order to determine your fate. There is a link there. You're going to make a choice, and that choice will determine your fate. But there's a bit of a problem here already, because fate means something that is going to happen to you whether or not you want it to. So if you believe in fate, you believe that things are going to happen, that they are decided beforehand. So this is the first word that's a problem. So maybe it should be you need to be strong in order to determine your life or your future or what happens to you. But already the learner is going slightly wrong by writing down the word fate. Not everybody believes in fate. A lot of people believe that everything in life is a choice. There's nothing fated at all. But then look at the last sentence. Some things you just don't choose. Ah! Look at that. Everything in life is a choice. Leave out the middle sentence, and some things you just don't choose. So what does the marker say to herself? This is not planned. The student is writing as she or he thinks, but she's not even really thinking either. So there are too many words. It's unplanned, and the student has created nonsense. If you're going to argue that everything in life is a choice, that is one idea. If you're going to argue that things are not chosen, things are fated, that's another idea. If you're going to argue that some things you just don't choose, well, that comes to fate or comes to other people's choices, and then you have your own choices to make. Please be careful how you write. Write precisely, compose precise prose, write intelligently, and enjoy your writing. From me, bye-bye.